What is good, y'all? What is up? It's Jordan or Texans Thoughts. Man, that was a tough L to take. It hurts, man. What's up to everyone in the chat? Jason, Jacob, the best, Money, Mass in the building, Berkeley Boss, Steve Hicks, the Pop Analyst, Andy Fife for Evil Soap, and my boy Noah. Oh, man, that one hurts. It hurts because, most people weren't really expecting a win today, and we had played pretty damn good for most of the game. And so to have, that chance, that feeling of victory was close and just kind of stolen away from us from, I think, the most amount of injuries I've ever seen in any game that I've ever watched in my life. It was insane. They weren't all major injuries, so prayers up, fingers crossed for all those guys can get back healthy soon. It doesn't impact them for the rest of the season or long term, but it's tough to watch this game, and it's tough knowing that we got a game Thursday Night Football that we're gonna have similar, injuries and thus forcing backups to play. So it really is horrible to see, and I'm a guy who just loves watching football, just a good quality of the game, man. So to see injuries on both sides of the ball, we didn't see the real Browns, we didn't see the real Texans, it just sucks to see, man. It really does. Ryan says, let me know when I can call in. I got you in a few minutes, man. I'm just going to go through some of my thoughts, answer some questions, and I'll get the Texans Thoughts team leaders to call in. If you guys do want to join the leaders, it's a membership for the channel. Links in the description. Get to call into the stream, man. Money Mount with the $20. Thank you, my guy. He says, just got to keep our heads down, work hard, and get ready for battle on Thursday. First thing I want to bring up is exactly that, man. Matt, is that this team shows no quit. No quit in them. They have heart, they have passion, and they're going to fight. No matter the injuries, no matter you lose your top quarterback in Tyrod, no matter however many points you're down, this team never gave up. And I really like that about them. And it says a lot about the culture that we've talked so much about having to improve. So shout out to the coaching staff for that. Shout out to the players for buying into that. That was my first takeaway when the game started. It seemed like things could have spiraled downhill for us after the muffed punt by Andre Roberts and giving up a touchdown there. But they fought. They fought the entire game, man. I love that. Noah says, really feel bad for Tyrod. Hope he can bounce back. I think he will, man. It's just a hamstring. It shouldn't be anything too major. He's probably not going to be playing Thursday. It would be a bit of a miracle. But rest of the season, he should be fine. And it's crazy how good he was playing, man. At one point, he was 10 for 10 for 100-something yards. And then his only incompletion was this slight overthrow to Mark Ingram. He was looking so good, so composed, picking apart the Browns' zone defense. It was nice, man. And I really like his combination with Tim Kelly. Sorry, not Tim Kelly, Tim Jelly. Because he was putting the moves on the Browns' defense, man. It was looking really good, especially early. The first drive, that first offensive drive, that's the scripted one, right? That's part of the game plan that he's been working on leading up to the game. And you could tell. Play action, screens, misdirection. It looked easy. When was the last time we had an opening drive that looked that easy, y'all? Man, Tim Jelly was in his bag. Loved the play call to get Davis Mills that touchdown. I thought they were going to run it just 4 times, but went under center, threw that little screen to Cooks. Beautiful call. Chris Murray says first team reps from Mills will definitely help a little bit. We'll talk about Mills in a second. Eagle, I hope we get Tyrod back soon, man, too. Oh, he was great. We win this game with Malik Willis, just saying, hey, Malik Willis is a dog. What's up, Casey? 10 points down with 2 minutes left and still fighting. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. And it should have been a 7-point game. Should have been a 1-score game. We missed a 41-yard field goal. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Score hides how close the game was despite losing Taylor and the others. I like the fight now. The score does hide it. It'll end up looking like a 2-possession game, 10 points, whatever, but we should have had the field goal. And without the injuries, who knows, man? Who knows? It definitely would have swung a little bit more in our favor, in my opinion. Tyrod's level of play up here. Mills' level of play around there. Tyler says, I'm back. Good to be watching your streams again. Very unlucky game. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you. We're gonna find some silver linings in this game, all right? We're gonna find some silver linings. And first of all, it was the fight that they showed. That's number one. Is Tyrod a game manager still? mostly, but he's been showing these first 2 weeks how he can deal with pressure very well and do more than just game managery stuff. He's not, I wouldn't call him like a top 10 quarterback or anything, but he's definitely top half of the league. Top 16, I'll give him that. The only thing I like about Bill O'Brien was that he gave us Tim Jelly. You know who Tim Jelly reminds me of, y'all? Tim Jelly is our Kellen Mond. You know, the Cowboys promoted Kellen Mond. I believe he wasn't he a tight ends coach as well? They gave him the internal promotion to the offensive coordinator job. Fans weren't too happy about it because, you know, he was a Jason Garrett guy, I believe, and they didn't like it. But Kellen Moore has put together a great offense for the Cowboys. And so I kind of see some similarities there between him and Tim Jelly. What are your Texans thoughts on quarterback Cam, or what the hell do we do? No need for Cam. No need for Cam. No need for Cam. Let Davis Mills get his reps. Let Davis Mills get his reps. Okay, we'll talk about Mills now. He looked like a third-round rookie. And there were other rookie quarterbacks today who had worse days than him. Zach Wilson. So it could have gone worse. He could have thrown 4 interceptions like Zach Wilson did. His 1 interception was bad. Andre Roberts didn't run a great route. He didn't fight for the ball too well. The DB just kind of stole it out of his hands. To me, what was more shocking with Mills is just kind of the miscommunications. The first one where he got the ball out too quickly to Cooks. And the second one where he turned around to the wrong side of the ball to hand the ball off. That wasn't great. He had some other misses that weren't amazing on the deep balls. One forced up to Cooks. One where he didn't put enough air on it and was a little bit to the middle of the field rather than downfield on that potential touchdown. And then there was the blitz that he didn't see, and he got sacked in the blind side by Grant Delpit. It's partly on his fault, but it's also partly on the line and Marcus Cannon just never even seeing the blitz coming because he didn't block anyone on that play. It was a half slide to the left, so he has to look to his left first, but keep your head on a swivel, man. Turn back around. It's only a half slide. Look to your right, Marcus Cannon, and pick it up. So that was frustrating, but I thought that Mills still made some good throws here and there and showed a little bit of his ability to maneuver around the pocket. So I like that out of him. And Wilson has an update on Reed. Let's go to Twitter and see what the Aaron Wilson has to say. Justin Reed is okay per David Culley. Left the game with a knee injury. That's never good to hear, but it was for precautionary reasons. I like that they held. Oh, interesting. I like that they held him out for that. We've seen Jay Reed struggle with these minor injuries, and you know he always wants to play through it because he has that dog in him, but it's just not worth it long term. Another interesting tweet by Aaron Wilson is saying that David Culley said Zach Cunningham didn't play in the first quarter for disciplinary reasons. He asked what happened, and he said that's internal. Zach Cunningham didn't play first quarter. Desmond King didn't play till the second half. I thought that was very weird. So it's clear that, you know, the Texans and the coaching staff are trying to instill this culture of, you know, accountability and hard work. And it seems like that's what might have held those two, you know, solid, probably 2 of the best 5 defenders on our team out in a pivotal game, man. So that's interesting for sure. Tila also had a worse day. Wilson had the most yards out of the 3. This will be a Mills test to determine if he can be a starter in this league or if we need to draft a quarterback. Hey, tank twice for Bryce, man. Tank twice for Bryce Young. Ooh, that boy looks legit. Tyrod is out for a minute. We need a quarterback. I say we just give Mills the reps. It's the easiest way for a quarterback to learn. As long as he has the playbook down, the easiest way to learn, you know, anticipation, feeling pressure, making your second and third reads. The easiest way to do that is with in-game reps. You can only do so much on the practice field. You can only do so much in the film room. At the end of the day, you have to get out there. And I didn't want him to have to get out here this quickly. But if he has the playbook down, and if they're going to simplify it a bit and give him some scheme throws, like they gave him screens that were easy, let's see what he got. Thank you so much, Casey, with the $20. He says, you are amazing. Bro, thank you so much, Casey Gorman. You've been supporting me for a while, and I appreciate it. Ooh, we still getting donos when the Texans are taking L's. You love to see it. Sir Muffin One says Kyer Elam over Derek Stingley. I like the hot take. I think Stingley needs to show me a little bit more against elite wide receivers for me to want to take him top 3. But Kyer Elam is a bad dude. So is Andrew Booth. I disagree, my man. Mills is not the answer. Oh, if that's what I made it sound like, no. Oh, y'all should know. If y'all know me, you know I don't think Mills is going to be more than a Case Keenum. But he's on the team, so I'm not going to root against him. And I would love for him to turn into a Super Bowl leading quarterback. You know what I mean? So let's just see what he got. Expectations are low, but let's see what he got. Quinn says, yeah, I finally got to get this to low. Let's go, Quinn. Rest in peace, Tyrod Taylor, who's doing so amazing. Tyrod makes my heart hurt. It really makes my heart hurt because guys like him who have, been kind of given a raw deal for his entire career, constantly being benched over rookie quarterbacks, and then last year with the team doctors puncturing his lungs, he's gotten a raw deal. And for him to come out the season hot versus the Jaguars, prove himself, and then people are going to discredit it because it's the Jaguars. But then he looked damn good versus the Browns, and there's no discrediting that, man. Everyone knows that the Browns are a top 3 team in the AFC. So he was ready, on pace to have a day and really just turn around the narrative on Taylor. And so it sucks to see him lose that chance. And I just hate injuries. I hate that they're part of the sport. They're inevitable. There's no way to avoid them, but I wish it could be like Madden and you just turn the slider off. I wish, man. I wish. We played one of the best teams and lost by 10. Yeah, I think the Browns are a top 6-7 team. 6 or 7, top 3 in the AFC. Probably 6-7 overall. So it was great to see that we kept it close. The game never felt really out of hand except for at the end when the injuries and all that hit. But I think there's still some silver linings to take away. I think we talked about it on the offensive side of the ball. Tyrod doing good. Tim Kelly doing good. On the defensive side of the ball, Justin Reed looked like rookie Justin Reed. Capitalizing on a bad Baker Mayfield throw, get the pick, force the fumble with a nice punch out. He was flying around the field, man. He was making plays. And if he keeps that up, stays healthy, you got to pay the man. You can't let any more homegrown young talent leave Houston. You can't let it happen, man. Tired of it. I feel like if he can recover, he's going to do so well. Me too, Quinn. Jason says, who would you pick right now, Kayvon or Hamilton? Kayvon 1,000,000% Kayvon Thibodeau. Looking ahead to the draft, man. This defense is better, but the D-line still isn't where you want it to be. And especially Whitney Merciless, like we need that alpha guy. We need that Kayvon Thibodeau, that guy who's going to get you double-digit sacks, the guy who's going to help defend the run on the edges. He does it all, man. He's not just a pass rusher. Like he literally does it all for you. He's got the complete package as an edge defender. So I'm going Kayvon. This one sting bad, man. It did you hear. This was a tough L. And I'm not a big, moral victory guy. An L is an L. But, we knew that coming into this game is likely not going to win. And we know that this season is likely, we're not hoping for the Super Bowl playoffs, nothing like that. So, silver linings, man. Jay Reed played good. The GOAT got a sack. Who else? I need to see some more from Charles. Who else played well? Philip Lindsay, I thought, played well. I think all of our running backs played well. So raising their trade value, hopefully we can get something out of one of those 3 guys. David Johnson was making guys miss in the passing game. Philip Lindsay had a great touchdown on that screen. I can't wait to break down the all-22 of that screen. It was so fun. And then Mark Ingram, man. I got to give it up to Mark Ingram because he's the heart and soul of this team. He really is. He was the guy to, we can say all about they never gave up. They continued fighting. But he was really like the spearhead of that. Just constantly dragging defenders upon contact, not going down, just being a fighter. And so he really set the tone for the team. And I love him. Absolutely love him. It's hard to stop 2 good running backs for a whole game. It is, man. It is. It's easy to forget that the Browns are, they have a top 3 offensive line. Top 3 rushing attack, probably the best running back duo in the game. It's going to happen, man, especially when the offense is having short drives. The defense got a bit tired, and they were giving up lanes, man. They weren't playing that discipline. They just weren't getting off blocks at the end of the day. And so the run defense struggled. The officiating was not great either. I think that was another, there were some iffy calls, but there were also some where we just made mental mistakes. Holding calls, offsides, false starts, illegal shifts. The taunting was bullshit for sure, but we made a little bit more mistakes. And that's kind of been something that we saw versus the Jaguars as well. But the Jaguars just made so many mistakes that it kind of masked ours. Whereas the Browns were pretty disciplined. They were not bad. Do you think Watson will come back? No. Nah, it's over. It's over. Like and subscribe if you can. Join the team. Yes, sir. All right, Ryan, let's get you in here. Let's get you in here. And any other Texans thoughts team leaders who are listening, if you want to call in, call on in. We'll get you in the Discord. And for those who aren't part of the Texans Thoughts team, you can join the membership with the link in the description, y'all. There's 2 tiers. One's $3.99 a month. One's $10.99 a month. You get differing perks like an exclusive Discord, like the chance to call into the stream, some bloopers that I have from some old videos. And yeah, man, it's fun. Do fantasy football every year. All right, I'm going to get my boy Ryan in here. One of my good friends. Been supporting for a while. Ooh, and we got money, Matt. Oh, let's go. I'm so excited. Alrighty.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, Ryan.
Man, I'm reading Cameron Grugier Hill on Zach Cunningham missing first quarter for disciplinary reasons. I just work here.
Bruh.
I just work here.
Bruh. I can't believe that. You think him and King like actually did something kind of fucked up, or do you think it's just them like trying to set the culture, set the tone, make sure everyone's working hard? What do you think happened there?
Probably a little bit of both. Probably something that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But enough to kind of piss off some other players. And so I think the coaches just said, "Listen, we're going to set the tone. We're going to set the culture. Doesn't matter who you are or what you get paid.
Yep.
You don't get star treatment."
There you go.
It's the paid way, right?
Cunningham's the highest paid dude on the defense. Don't matter. Ah, man, what a game. What do you think about Tyrod?
I mean, I had to ask the question: is he a game manager? Because I don't see a game manager in him anymore.
No.
I don't know if this is Tim Kelly or Pep Hamilton with the play calls and the offense more so being schemed towards his play style and his set of skills. Versus before, I don't think he had people planning for him. He was just playing in the system, which made him be a game manager. But now he has a system around him.
Yeah. It seemed like in the past, his schemes were a little bit more limiting in terms of, use the quick game, hit your tight ends, and maybe occasionally you can throw it up to Mike Williams or someone like that. But now it seems like they're giving him more freedom, and I love that because he can make all the throws.
It's like if you watch Liberty, you watch Malik Cunningham, you realize, or Malik Willis, not Cunningham. Don't watch Malik Cunningham; he's not that great right now. But Malik Willis, it's like watching him and knowing they're scheming for him and his play style.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting similarities between those guys. I think like between
Last week in the chat, man.
Yeah, between Tyrod Taylor and Lamar Jackson, that's probably like a good range of outcomes for Malik Willis, in my opinion.
I think he has more of a play style of Tyrod, as in his decision-making process. They seem like being able to go through the reads, wanting to throw the ball first, but not going to hold on, and like Deshaun does, but he's going to make sure, do I have any options before I have to run like Tyrod?
Right.
And the way I view Lamar is he doesn't go through all his options. He goes through his 1 or 2 trusted options and says, all right, time for me to go.
And I think that's because he's definitely a better runner, like a more elusive, more explosive runner than Willis. And so he wants to use that to his advantage. So I get where Lamar is coming from that perspective, but it's not going to win you playoff games in the NFL. So, all right.
Style is. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we also got Money Matt in the building. How you doing, Matt? What you think about the game, man? Talk to me.
It was a tough one.
It was a tough one. It sucks the most because, most people didn't really expect us to get the dub, but because we could taste the victory, man. We could smell it. We were right there with them, tied at halftime, so it really hurts, especially the way it happened with all the injuries, man.
Yeah, it's rough because I have a friend who is a diehard Browns fan, and today he was just giving me so much shit,
Ah, fuck.
saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna run straight through the Texans." I'm like, "No, it's gonna be closer than you expect because with the Texans right now, they're the most disrespected team in football, in my opinion.
Yep.
So everyone sleeps on them, and that makes them dangerous because we're playing with nothing to lose, and so we're gonna come out and we're gonna punch you right in the face. But I mean, we just got hurt today because we showed that killer mentality against Cleveland. But
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, we fucking did. And it's been great to see some of like the bigger names on Twitter in terms of like general NFL media Twitter are starting to take notice, and they're really rallying behind Tyrod Taylor. And I love that because like you said, we're underrated, we're the underdogs, like people were not expecting us to hang with the Browns, man. And it was competitive. That's the main thing. That's what I wanted to see going into this game. I figured we lose, but I just wanted to keep it competitive, keep it a score. And we basically did that the entire game. So I thought it was okay. What do you think about Davis Mills, Matt?
I don't like Davis Mills one bit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Davis Mills gonna make sure we get that top 3 pick. Whew.
I mean,
But yeah, that's what I do like about Davis Mills being in right now and Tyrod being having to sit out for a little bit is I think it was Ryan that said this. We need to see what Davis Mills can do before we make any assessment on if we need to draft a quarterback next year or next draft, or if Davis Mills can be a solid starter in the league. So I guess we can see what he's got, but I feel like we're gonna have to draft a quarterback next draft.
I think you just take, especially if Malik Willis is there, you just take the guy with the highest ceiling, and he doesn't have to play right away. You can still give Mills another year, or you re-sign Tyrod and let Malik Willis learn behind him. I have not liked Mills, and so I have maybe a little bit more of a skewed view than everyone else just because of all the college reps I've seen of him, and I just don't believe too much in his ultimate ceiling. Like we always say, whenever even like the biggest believers, at least most of them at this point in Mills, the best outcome is still pretty much just, an average starter, like an Andy Dalton, right? Maybe he can get to a Kirk Cousins level if everything around him is perfect, but I just want a different quarterback than that. I don't want that limited guy. I want the guy who can make all the plays, use his legs, use his arm, can do stuff under pressure, and can really lead you to a Super Bowl. So I just don't think Mills is that guy.
I think Mills is going to be a great backup one day.
Yeah.
But it's going to be that one day that's going to scare everybody. He's looking like a rookie. And the best part is, based off of this last draft, he's looking like a first-round rookie right now. Put that in perspective for you. He's looking like a first-round rookie because of Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson. Number 1 and number 2 picks.
I mean, I guess you could say it like that, but I don't know, man.
But people are giving them more hype. I'm just saying, he's doing just as good as they are. He doesn't have the ceiling like them. He's doing just as good as they are right now.
Do you think?
And he also was playing without the top receivers of the team.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is do you think Mills is in a better situation on the Texans than Wilson and Lawrence are on the Jets and the Jags?
I think the Jags have overall better receivers in general. At least better ceilings, and they're younger. Wilson, I don't think Wilson's in a better scenario at all.
No, yeah.
New York.
Both of their offensive lines can't compare. Both of their offensive lines can't compare to the Texans, and that's like one more point I want to make on the game. I thought Garrett and Clowney were gonna have the potential to wreck our game plan. And when Tunsil was healthy, yeah, when Christian came, oh my god. But when Tunsil was healthy, man, whew, he was doing damn good against Garrett.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the arguments for Tunsil being a top tackle right now. And still being a top tackle is we heard Myles Garrett's name like once or twice through all those snaps, and one of those times was because Garyon Christian held him.
Yeah, Christian's. Oh, I miss Rod
Clowney,
Johnson.
though, I heard Clowney's name a good bit.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's
because
almost always stopping a run, which that's what
he
we all
did.
should expect, or his stunt that never got picked up.
Yeah, it was Cannon. I mean, Cannon is not Tunsil, you know, and he didn't have the best day. I don't think Sharping. I think he was the one who missed that stunt as well.
Yeah,
Those
he
two
did.
working together. So, yeah, Clowney did Clowney things. No sack, but he did run game things. He was Clowney. What other thoughts of the game? I hate. It made me feel real bad that Nico Collins got injured because it felt like they wanted to feature him this game more. You know,
Yeah,
they went
And
right
I
to
think-
him.
I think with the short week, you gotta take those 50-50 injuries and say, all right, let's just call it quits for the game then. If it's a 50-50, you know.
You
we have
mean
a
like,
short week.
you mean just like there's no point in even trying to like risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
And
yeah.
like that's one thing I like about this coaching staff is they're more so player forward than we're going to get a dub or we're going to try hard and I don't care if you're hurt, you're going back in there. They're very much let's take care of our players because that gets us players eventually. They'd rather take care of our players. They'd rather make sure our players don't get hurt and out for a season versus last year we kept on playing guys that were kind of hurt, and that
Yeah.
just ended their season earlier.
Yeah, I think that was definitely something that Bill O'Brien struggled with, kind of the emotional aspect of coaching, and sometimes being too hard on his players and asking too much out of them, and just needing to understand what buttons to push and what lines to not cross. And so I think David Culley has shown a better job of managing this team overall. Now, one thing I will want to bring up is the punt decision. The decision to not take that offsides, which the Texans were already in 3rd and long, and I guess it would have made it, I think it was like 3rd and 12, and the offsides would have made it like 3rd and 7 or something like that.
I don't think it was worth it, to
No.
be quite honest, to like take the penalty.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't. Well, the way I'm looking at it is probably Cully's looking at our punter's been within the 15. How many times again? Oh yeah, every time at that point.
But
Every time within the 15.
is another, I think it was like Cooks picked up like 12 yards on that screen. Is that 12 yards really gonna hurt Cam Johnson? We know we've seen him pin them in between the 20 when he's punting from like our 30.
I know.
So you're already at midfield.
But he was also trusting the defense at that point.
Sure, but you could have just went for it on 3rd. If you don't get it, he could have still pinned them. Like they were at like, I think our like 45 or something like that.
We were at the which one? No, we were on 40. They're 49 inside a punt too. That was the one I was like, why? But
Yeah. It is what it is. He's a rookie head coach. He'll review those decisions and then hopefully he can improve on them. But it's not the end of the day. Those little decisions compared to the overall building of the team and the management
I
of the
think
team.
trusting your punter is probably a good idea too. Just saying, trusting your punter is probably a good thing.
Yeah, but I'd rather trust my offense on a 4th and 1 than trust my punter. The punter can only win you so many games. Trust the offense. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I understand, but our run game was very sporadic, I think.
For sure, but it's a short yardage situation. Like we saw, like Tim Kelly had a play call for the goal line, for the Davis Mills touchdown throw. Do something similar like that. Get an easy throw.
The
Their screen
Seahawks
game was
losing.
looking good.
The same play that the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl with.
Similar, but this one was off of like off of his like first step off the drop. Mills was able to get it out. Like, it was schemed up quicker so that the defense had no time to react. Whereas the Seahawks one, he took a deeper drop, and so Malcolm Butler could have undercut it. But it is similar. I know what you mean. It's just not exactly the same, but I hear you on that one. Oh, man.
We don't have the excuse of having like a Marshawn Lattimore or Marshawn Lynch who was running it in from the 1 yard line every single down he got.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
Mark
then
Ingram
sign
great,
him
but he ain't beast mode.
You know, Mark Ingram. Excited to see him keep going. But I also think it was very interesting that they kept Heck out of this game after he came back from COVID.
Yeah, COVID will do a number on your
And-
conditioning and your
yeah.
game shape, man. And apparently Ian Rappaport just reported that Texans quarterback Tyrod Taylor will have an MRI on his hamstring injury, and he'll know more tomorrow. But he's already ruled out for Thursday night, and Mills will get his first start under the bright lights, man. Woo.
That's fine. I think he's going to go up against a pretty tough defense. No other way to put it.
Yeah, Panthers are looking good this year, man.
And I think this can be a real test to try to push him. Is going against that Panthers D.
Prime time.
And I want to push him to be a high level backup. Like, which means you have to push him to be a high level starter. You know? If you want to hit the stars, if you want to hit the moon, you got to aim at the stars, right?
Ah, that's what you're trying to say. Okay.
Like, you got to push him to do more so that we can get him to where you really do want him.
I think you definitely do, but I don't think his first official start on a primetime game when the rest of the team is injured is like the exact time to do it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
throughout the entire season, for sure, definitely progress him. But
I think also the playbook's going to look differently for Mills this upcoming
oh,
game.
it's gonna be a lot of runs, a lot of screens, a lot of quick passes, and then the occasional play action shot. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot different. So we're going to get to see a different look from the Texans, which I think will be interesting.
It'll be
'Cause now
interesting
we're
for
gonna
sure,
have a
man.
Now we have a true game manager in.
It's gonna be, in my opinion, a little bit more boring.
Yeah.
If I might add,
Yeah.
so I just checked Twitter because I seen earlier that Tua got carted off the field.
Yep.
So I wanted to check
Bruised
the update
rib.
on bruised ribs. And I was thinking, if worst case scenario, Miami might start thinking, what if the MRI shows different and he does have a broken rib or a fractured rib or something?
Oh,
Do you think they would trade for Deshaun as soon as possible?
I thought I
Or
read
do you
that
think
they already did an X-ray on him.
No, from what I checked, they're gonna do the MRI tomorrow. I could
Okay.
be wrong though.
Ooh, Dak Prescott just got. Oh, that's a bad throw.
You got picked off?
Yep.
Ooh. Damn, James Winston had a bad day. Matt, about the Tua thing, I think it could potentially, but I still think the biggest roadblock in terms of that trade is just the allegations, man. I don't think,
Yeah.
because then also the Dolphins are in a point where they've lost leverage, and so they know that they're gonna have to cough up. And so Nick knows that, you know what I mean? Nick knows they're more desperate right now, and so he's gonna make sure that they meet their asking price. And I just can't see ownership and their general manager being on board to pay full price for a guy who we still don't know when he's gonna be able to play. What's
And
happening?
Fuller not being there right now. It seems like Fuller's out right now.
I feel bad for Fuller, man.
And I haven't seen a reason why Fuller's out either.
You see what someone
about
posted in the
that.
Discord?
I posted something in Discord, but it's only rumors, nothing
Yeah.
definitive.
Yeah.
Rumors that maybe he retires or he's drawn in with a Watson case. But we don't know. And these are all just rumors, so it's nothing to really base anything off of.
Oh, man. It was a tough day. It's just a weird day of football. I've never seen so many injuries and so many interceptions just across the entire league. Really weird. All right, let's answer some questions in the chat. Nick Sarah should bring in Cam. Okay, Ryan, Matt, yes or no to Cam, real quick. Yes or no, Ryan?
I'm stuck on this. Cam couldn't learn the playbook well enough for the Patriots after a full year, so I'm going to say no. But after the way that we made Tyrod look so much better with everything, I think we could probably do the same for Cam.
Yeah, they're fairly similar types of quarterbacks. I just don't really see the point in
Oh, at this point,
competing.
I don't think there's a point.
Yeah,
Bring him in like this.
yeah. What about you, Matt?
Mm, I want to say yes on Cam, honestly.
Okay. Fair enough. He'll be fun to watch for sure.
And this might also have to do with how bad Tyrod's injury ends up being. If he's out for the full season because of a hamstring issue, bring in Cam.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that this team showed that if you got competent quarterback play and like average to above, like probably above average quarterback play we've been getting out of Tyrod, we can hang with playoff contenders. That's the interesting thing. If the defense was getting more help from the offense and they didn't have to get tired out and the run defense just literally went on a steep decline throughout the rest of the game, they would have definitely had a better chance at stopping Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So I don't know, man. That could be the argument. If the Texans do want to compete, do want to fight for a playoff spot, I mean, I think at the end of week 2, they're still sitting atop of the AFC South, right? So
right now, it looks like we're going to be the only win in the AFC South
the only win
in 2 weeks.
That's wild.
We're going to be leading the AFC South after a loss.
Anthony Meyer says, I think we at least win more games with Cam. For sure. We definitely win more games with Cam than Davis Mills. For sure.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
I just hope there's one name that we don't bring in. One name. And I hope that is not Jeff Driscoll. Oh my goodness. I can't watch him play. He's horrible. But it looks like Davis Mills is getting the start on Sunday Night Football. I'm sure throughout these next few days we'll get some more updates on all the injuries. I'm going to try and list off everyone off the top of my head that got injured. But Tunsil got injured. He came back in the game. Camu Grugier-Hill got injured. He came back in the game. Omenahu. There's another guy on defense. I don't remember. Nico Collins, Danny Amendola, Anthony Auclair.
Eric Murray, Justin
Eric
Reed.
Murray, that's who it was. Jay Reed. Both those guys got injured, came back.
Eric Mitchell, I don't know if he ever came back. He might be out with concussion.
Man. I'm at 9 so far.
You counted Justin Reed, right?
Yeah. I didn't even count
And
Tyrod.
asking in chat, is he playing this week? We pulled him out because of a knee injury and decided it's best to keep him safe rather than throw him back in, even though he says they all say it's probably okay. Just to be safe, we pulled him out. So him being there for the game this week is a big question mark. I assume yes, though.
Yeah, we'll get some more news tomorrow, I'm sure. But they would probably play it safe, is my guess. Oh, man.
I'd rather them play it safe and we lose a few games that way and it be more of a blowout than risking injuries for long term. Especially if it's a contract year for Justin Reed.
Especially, you just got to listen to Justin. Just see what Justin wants to do. See what the trainers, if the trainers give you the thumbs up, then let Justin have the final call. Because like you said, it's contract year and you want to show your loyalty to him. You want to show that you're going to do right by him and let him trust his body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. Thursday Night Football, I think. Yes, sir. We got Panthers in town. Are we in town? Are we going to there?
Yeah, in town.
Yeah,
We're in town. We're at home. So Panthers coming home to the Houston Texans. Sam Darnold. Been looking pretty solid so far. It's going to be a tough game, man. Who's starting quarterback for Thursday? It's apparently Mills.
For Thursday, that'd be really funny.
If who does?
If we signed Cam to play against the Panthers,
That would
laugh.
be quite the storyline, man. Get some revenge.
I would laugh so hard.
Anyone but Driscoll. I mean, they already named Mills as the starting quarterback.
I mean, how
So I
much
don't.
worse can it? I mean, I'm gonna say how much worse can it get, but
It
I
could
think
get
we all know
worse.
how much worse it can get.
Jeff Driscoll, baby. Mm,
Dallas's run game is on point right now.
who's running
Dallas.
it?
Is it Zeke or Tony?
Both have been pretty good today, but Tony's going off.
All right, y'all.
Tony's the best running back on that team.
I think Tony's probably the best running back, but pass pro, Ezekiel Elliott. And I think that's one thing that we should probably highlight for our running backs is who's been the best pass protection.
David Johnson. He's the only one they put back there.
And how well has he done at pass protection?
I remember there was one rep that they highlighted where he chipped Myles Garrett, which was nice, and when he's been sometimes one-on-one with like a DB or a linebacker, he's held his own. I know on the play that Garrett got a sack that Jerron Christian was holding him. I know David Johnson was supposed to be helping and he didn't. So he's not going to be perfect, but he's a good like 9 out of 10 as a pass protector. That's what I would say.
I mean, and with a rookie quarterback, I think we might need that. If we're going to pass the ball, we might need him in the backfield.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of run heavy sets, but then also the 2 running back sets that we've been playing with a lot to give chips, to give protections, to run screens out of that. I think Tim Jelly on a short week, hopefully he can put something together pretty quickly.
I think he can. They probably, if you take a rookie quarterback with a vet that is known to have injuries, you have a game plan with that rookie quarterback.
I would hope so, man.
My question is, do we have enough time to practice that?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to tell us a lot about this coaching staff, how quickly they're able to prepare this entire team, man. I don't know.
And then
I don't got the
I
answers.
think what do you think about that deep pass from Mills to Cooks?
I like him pulling the trigger on it. I wish he hit it, but it was just slightly to the inside, and he didn't lead him like downfield. In my opinion, I don't. People are saying it's like a miscommunication. I don't know. I think he just missed it.
During the replay, they show Mills threw the ball to the inside because he saw the angle, and then whenever Cooks actually looked for the ball, he first checked outside and then had to adjust inside.
Yeah.
So I think that was a miscommunication. Well, it's just the chemistry aspect. And that's the kind of thing you should expect with your second string and a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. That was that sort of miscommunication stuff. It was just like, what's the word? They were very like blatant, like noisy mistakes. You know what I mean? Like they looked really bad on paper, or not on paper when you're watching the game. But it's stuff that should be worked out. Like the other one on his first drive, 3rd down, he's trying to hit Brandon Cooks over the middle of the field and just bonks off his shoulder pad because he wasn't ready for the ball. Because I think the route that he was running, he was trying to fully cross the field because he saw the safety coming downhill, and so he knew that he couldn't stop there because the safety would have broken it up. So he's trying to cross the face of the safety and keep running, but Mills wanted to get it out because there was pressure. So little stuff like that. Hopefully, can get cleaned up throughout the year. I'm gonna end the stream here. I just want to say a quick shout out to Thrive Fantasy. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy, check out my link in the description. Use my promo code and you guys can get a 100% free match on your first deposit up to $100. So if you want to deposit $100 and play some bets, they're going to match you $100. So definitely check out Thrive. They are killing it. What were you going to say, Ryan?
I think with Mills being a rookie, like some of those mistakes aren't as bad in my mind as if he was our 3rd year in the offense kind of guy, like those chemistry issues aren't as bad. What's bad to me was going the wrong way for handoffs.
Yeah, that's the other stuff I was talking about. Yeah, like that.
Like,
all that stuff is just.
but the miscommunication between receivers because different play styles, I don't think is as bad. Mainly because he's a rookie and not having enough time with chemistry.
Well, it's like on that Cooks throw, there was a defender trailing, and then there was a defender to like Cook's left, right? And so I don't get placing it to the inside. You want to just place it downfield and let Cooks run under it, and just because there's no one over top. So I don't know. I think Cooks was right in where he was looking for the ball, and Mills thought otherwise. But yeah, they should work it out. It should be fine, hopefully. All right, man. Matt, you got any final thoughts before I end the stream?
Nope.
Nope. Alrighty. Good talking to y'all. We'll catch y'all for the post-game stream on Thursday. I'll try and have the all 22 film breakdown out for this game on probably Wednesday. So look out for that. There's still some good things to take away. I think the offensive line did their job. I'll talk about Tim Kelly's play calling. And we'll look at what went wrong with like the run defense. But that's going to do it for me, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. And we'll see you later in the week.